All right, the PPG in Orlando, Florida, the big event for this weekend has wrapped up. I wanted to go through, do a little bit of a breakdown on the event, kind of talk about some things. So, of course, if you guys enjoy these metagame discussions, always show some love on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you guys get into it. But ARG and PPG have both been doing, well, ARG is the grandfather of the circuit series, and now we've got PPG doing events as well. I'll leave a link down below for you guys to see if there's going to be one in your area. But let's dig into this discussion for this event, shall we? Alright, so top 16 for Orlando actually kind of shocked me a little bit. I was kind of coming into this event, or the expectations from this event, that we would continue to see the same trend of this dominance of Sky Striker and Salamander, because coming off of the UDS last weekend, we definitely saw that, well, hey, Salamander and Sky Striker are the two most consistent decks going through a 12-round tournament. But this isn't the case. You start to see things change when you're in a much smaller event, and the top 16 for this event definitely proved that more rogue picks definitely get the chance to sit at the dinner table, which, okay, no real shocker there, but more rogue means that, well, possibly stranger things are going to happen, and I think that's what we kind of saw coming out of this. So, of course, first up, the event was won by Sky Striker. All right, like, before we got to get the Sky Striker disclaimer out of the way here. I do not hold this deck eminent to my heart. I'm just saying that, you know, for the most part, Sky Striker is still going to be the best deck in the format. We've seen it at this point when Thunder existed in its full glory and Ultragrass were able to exist. We saw Sky Striker get checked. But now, when you have a deck that is so powerful above the rest of the meta, Salamander, you know, you see Sky Striker get the chance to run wild because the deck's natural checks don't exist in the format. And that's what we saw last format was Sky Striker were massively checked, and then we kind of come into this point where we are now, and it's like, fuck, Sky Striker is the best deck because nobody is playing stuff to counter them. The best deck that we had against them, Ultrageist, no more in the current meta. So, Sky Striker winning the event didn't really surprise me. There were only 4 Sky Striker in top 16, though. Does that really surprise anybody? I don't think so. The winning list wasn't anything too spicy either. Now, next up, we also had 4 Salamander in Top Cut. Once again, these two decks tie in terms of representation, and we definitely, once again, see that, oh, hey, like, maybe at the end of the day, maybe Salad is just so good that, well, okay, budget representation. I have a video coming out probably later today, actually, comparing and saying that Salamander is the new Monarch deck. I definitely think that the deck, in terms of the way it is probably going to get hit in the same way that its predecessor, Monarchs, did. And I know a lot of people can be like, oh, I don't agree with that statement at all. They're not the Monarch deck of this format. Sorry to say, guys, they actually kind of are. Now, strangely enough, out of top 16, so 8 of our decks are Salad and Sky. We had 3 Pendulum, and I'm shocked by this, actually. I'm really happy to see that Pendulum is doing good, and the first list I see here isn't even maining the rank up stuff, so there is that. None of the quick play. Second list I see, oh, guess what? No rank up magic in the main deck. Oh, is it a trend? Have we phased out the rank up magic engine? Is Kali King Yuga no longer good? I think that this might be a good thing. The fact that Pendulum Magician exists in the format is a good thing, but the deck takes a considerable, and I mean takes a considerable amount of time to innovate something like this. And to see such high numbers, I definitely think that the players that were playing this deck tested things a little bit. I think that they got the chance to see that, hey, this build is the way to go with this. So the first thing I definitely want to take out of this is, yeah, Sky Striker, or excuse me, Pendulums are evolving with the format. And that is huge, actually. That is the core of innovation right there. Maybe I'm just excited to see that, because we haven't seen this deck do really well at a YCS level in a while, and to see something more like this do well at this level, all right, I'll bite. Like, I'll give it up. So okay, so high representation from Pendulum actually being a real shocker to most of us. I'm very happy to see that. Now, another strange thing that kind of caught me off guard here was we had two true Draco decks make it into Top Cut with Inspector Board. Now, we've talked about overall that I don't personally think that true Draco has a bad Salad matchup. The fact that you can literally just bait out your spells and traps to disrupt your opponent's cards and force them to destroy stuff. The fact that Inspector Border is a very, very good card in that matchup. And the fact that you have Card Demise to replenish all of the resources that you're expending. Literally, your whole deck is just a toolbox that gives you access to make decent plays. And I'm not shocked to see this, especially in like a lower tier, like a regional equivalent here. I do think that this says something about the format, that we're developing things, and to see True Draco do well, not a real shocker actually. More shocked for Pendulum, but it's good to see that True Draco got the chance to do more. Now next up, we had one Danger Zombie sneak into the top 16. Coming off of the UDS last weekend, we saw that there was innovation coming out of zombies. And I was one of the ones that was like, Danger Zombie, like, wonder what this deck actually does. What are the combos that the deck does? I'm still kind of impartial to it, because this deck just kind of came out of nowhere. I know people knew about it, but I didn't really know about it. This deck just was like, okay, we're going to take a combination of Zombie Engine, and we're going to take what we're trying to do with the current variant in Danger, slap them together, and we have this hybrid. I don't think a lot of people are exploring this. I definitely think this is a wild card for the current format, and possibly in the future we could see more Danger Zombie. I just think that this deck is so underwhelming at the moment, based on pure representation. Maybe people just want to keep playing Salad and Striker, but I don't know, it seems so underexplored. Next up, we had one Prank Kids make Top Cut. Saturday I made a video literally saying, hey, Prank Kids could be good if we understood the deck. Deck is Ritual Beast 2.0. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, if players had more time to want to learn the combos of Prank Kids are a very extensive combo deck. You have a lot of lines of play that you can make. But the average player doesn't want to learn all of these lines of play, because why do that when I can learn my two-step moves in Salad, or I can understand the lineage of Sky Striker? It's players just don't want to learn these extensive lines of play. And I can understand simplicity over complexity, all right? Why take 130 steps to do something when I can do the same thing in 5? And shout out to Infernity there. Those were the days. But yeah, one Prank Kid snuck into Top Cut. And then the last not real shocker actually making it in was Danger Thunder. I would have been shocked to have seen no Thunder representation in Top Cut here. I can't really say that it doesn't shock me that Danger Thunder is in the state it is right now. The deck had to evolve into kind of the lump of cards it is. It's not that the lump of cards isn't good, it's just that the rest of the format is just better than it is. Like, Danger Thunder as a deck is so good at this moment, but in an event like this, it's like, you know what two decks you gotta beat. The best deck just beats up, both decks just beat up on Thunder. Like, I feel so bad for the deck. Like, the deck's like, oh, I was the best for like 2 weeks, and it's just sitting in the corner crying itself to sleep. Like, what happened to that deck? Ugh. So, wrapping up the discussion here for this event. Okay, cool. So, no Orcust in Top Cut. None whatsoever. That, I think, shocks me the most. Orcust definitely has done... Orcust has been the sleeper deck. I mean, obviously, for the format. Like, we're getting Dingreasus soon. I think we'll see more representation, but no Orcust. in top 16 really shocks me. I don't know if players just didn't want to explore the option of the deck, or if players just didn't feel that they were prepared well enough for it. Overall thoughts though, True Draco, splendid matchup. Sky Striker, Salamangreat in the representation that they were for the event doesn't shock me. We've seen this countless times over. The fact that Pendulum is doing really well right now is shocking for the current format. I'm really happy to see that they're really growing. I'm happy to see that Danger Zombie is a thing too. And obviously, Prank Kids still sitting at the dinner table. It's either Prankist or Orcust. One of these is better than the other. Just so happens that Prank Kids was the deck to beat for the weekend. So congratulations, Sky Striker. You're one step closer to your imminent destruction. Can't wait for that ban list. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the PPG event this weekend. It wasn't really covered, but top 16 I think was very, very important to note. No real spicy deck list coming out of the event either, but hey, True Draco still playing Inspector board. That's all I want to see in life. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.